And now I'm about to chat with the creators of a new book that's not only celebrating queer love, but queer power couples from across America. Written by Hannah Murphy Winter and photographed by Billie Winter, Queer Power Couples highlights 14 couples with beautiful photos and interviews. Hannah and Billie have an event tonight at Elliott Bay Book Company, but first, they're here on the couch in New Day this morning. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure. We're so happy to be here.
I got a power couple right here. So, okay, Hannah, you are the writer, Billie, photographer.
Yes.
How did this unique project come about?
So its origin is in like pandemic lockdown. I had a friend who worked at Chronicle Books who ended up being our publisher, and she reached out to me in June of 2020. In a moment when we all had an unbelievable amount of time on our hands.
Right, and a lot of misery too.
Yeah, and she had said she had an idea about making a photography book about queer power couples, but she had no time to develop the idea. And so she said, could I ask you to just make a book proposal? She's like, she knew that my wife was a photographer, that we had met at Rolling Stone, and so she had said that, would you mind just putting a proposal together? So we did, thinking it would be really good practice.
Yeah, on a total work. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it'll be fun. We'll
Exactly.
Exactly.
And in December of 2020, the day before we got married, the project was greenlit.
Yep.
Nuh-uh.
We got the email a day before we got married.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through some of the couples. Let's start with Samantha and Aisha. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I love this image. So Sam and Aisha are both, so Sam is the research and development chef at Canlis, and Aisha is the executive chef at Canlis. And they only took over a couple years ago. And this is a shot that Billie was dying to get.
It's
like
a
from the
beautiful
moment we met
shot.
them.
Yeah, thank you. It was the kind of approach that we took to the photographing of all the couples was that we wanted them to feel empowered to tell their story as much as possible.
Right.
So at the end of every interview, Hannah would ask them, okay, we want to do a photo shoot in a location that reflects the world that you have built together. So they would choose, every couple chose the location or locations where we would then photograph them. And obviously one of the places they chose was the kitchen at Canlis. And yeah, so they talked about loving breaking down fish together. That was kind of this meditative thing that they would do. And the kitchen staff would actually put aside
The fish that they could do that together.
Yeah. And I had a feeling
that you were going to get the right
that
shot.
They would be in sync while they did it, and sure enough.
Stunning.
It is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And the question is so thoughtful. That is such a thoughtful question. I love it. Let's get to our next couple, Andrea and Fazia.
Yes, so these are our cover stars. Both of them work in the film industry. Fazia is an incredible producer and director, and Andrea has dedicated all of her work to improving representation in the film industry, and they're both just incredible humans.
Yeah, and so they were bicoastal for a long time and would often end up kind of meeting just at hotels before they lived together, before they really set down roots together. So for them, that felt very true to their story.
Right.
Especially their origin story. And so
you did this in a hotel?
A hotel in Los Angeles.
We at one point discussed the possibility of trying to do the shoot in the airport, but the security nightmare of that was just
TSA
too much.
was like, listen, sorry, no.
No,
All right, let's look at Roxanne and Debbie now. Oh, look at this
little
sweet
Max
shot.
Yeah. A lot of the couples had what we called the photographic support dogs.
Yes.
A lot of the folks in the book, are not media trained celebrities. I mean, obviously these guys are kind of pretty big names, but a lot of folks brought their pets to the photo shoots.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
This was such a, they have, I think my favorite detail of this is that if I remember the story correctly, Roxanne didn't really want a dog. She's not an animal person.
Right.
And to anybody who doesn't know, Roxanne Gay is an incredible writer, Debbie Millman, a designer. Max barely left Roxanne's side through
the entire time. Max's baby.
I love that you capture that. You're able to work with that. Let's talk about Ben and Daniel.
Yeah.
I love that image.
It's a sweet picture.
They were such an amazing hang. I just want to say, how grateful I am to all these couples because we asked for like a half a day
Oh, half a day.
for all of these photo shoots. And
That's a lot.
I mean, for editorial photo shoots, you're lucky if you get an hour. Lucky if
Yeah,
you get an
yeah.
hour. Sometimes you get 15 minutes, you know? And so the fact that like these couples opened up like very personal parts of their lives to us.
And you were doing
that
this
trust.
during kind of post-pandemic. I mean, because there's also that
Post,
trust
during,
component too.
Yeah, a lot of testing.
A lot of, a lot of negotiating,
that,
a lot of.
that's a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't have much time left, but I wanna talk about Chani and Sonia.
Yes.
Oh, look at
They
them.
were amazing.
Oh, they were
so good.
wonderful.
I just felt them
Yeah.
just gushing about it.
I know, well, because you can just, your photography is incredible because
Oh,
it just
thank you.
speaks. And I feel like we're not getting any really sense of the writing, but before I let you go, tell us
Beautiful
about
words.
kind of what you convey in the words that go with the pictures.
Well, I think my favorite part about writing this book was it, similarly to what Billie talked about with the photography, trying to put as much of the storytelling into their hands.
Yeah.
It was really done. It's written as sort of as an oral history. So they really tell their own stories.
Yeah.
And the other thing that we did with that was we actually at the end of every shoot, Billie gave them a camera. Like a point and shoot so that they could take photos of each other.
Oh, that's so great.
On film, so they
on
wouldn't
film.
see it.
Like
They
a
wouldn't see it.
disposable.
Yeah,
All right.
So total trust.
Wow.
And
yeah.
it just made
Like
such
camping. Thank you so much.
Thank
Queer
you.
Power Couples on Love and Possibility. I just love that. And just a reminder, Hannah and Billie are holding an author event tonight, Tuesday, May 7th at the Elliott Bay Book Company at 7 p.m.